All right, we're at minute 17, 18, 19, and 20. So it's the last bit here, and it's probably gonna kill me. I really wish I had done this without the weights and just done body squats, but here we go. Here at Feats, we are joined by celebrities, athletes, fitness professionals, as they tell me about their fitness journey. I talk a little bit about mine, where over the course of several years, I lost 100 pounds, and we're trying to help everybody stay fit. We're trying to grow together. It's all a process, and my guest here on our process journey today is Brooke Ence. Brooke, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Give me a little peek into like sort of what your diet looks like when you're really training hard. Like give some people something that they can use.
I really believe in adjusting whatever you're eating to allow for things that you enjoy. If I am gonna have a cookie, I tell myself, hey Brooke, you can have one cookie, because guess what? Tomorrow, those cookies are still gonna be there. Instead of thinking like, oh my God, like I'm never gonna have cookies again. I gotta eat all of them, like right now, because I'm never gonna have them again. You know, and so you learn how to really just like think about it in like this most logical way that's almost, it relaxes me a little bit, because I would stress out over my diet without even realizing I had put so much stress on that, instead of just thinking like, okay, well, you know, I'll do some extra, I'll like go for a little jog tomorrow, and or, you know, I tighten things back up.
We've talked a little bit on the show about like cheat days and how you successfully navigate that, but I love your point, just that it's about the lifestyle and fitting it with the activity that you're, you know, like your activity level at the current moment. Take me back to the beginning, to kind of where you sort of got started, what inspired you to really take this as, you know, more of a career type level?
Well, I mean, I grew up playing lots of sports, being super active and outside. I went to the University of Utah. I was a modern dance major. I wanted to be on Broadway, and I moved to California. And before I moved out here, I was actually approached to go and audition for a show in Vegas called Le Rêve. It's like a Cirque du Soleil show. I found a gym. A friend of mine recommended a CrossFit gym. It was my first time hearing about it, really, and going and trying it out. It was totally kicked my butt. It was a lot of fun. And from there, I just kind of kept doing it. But it wasn't until I moved to California and I was at the CrossFit Games and I was just watching the individuals compete. And I kind of called my coach after the whole event and I said, I think I want to do it. You know, and so I committed for 1 whole year, and I competed for my first time as an individual at a CrossFit competition, and I did really well. And that was sort of my lifestyle, and I trained every day. And so I just kept doing that. There was no like, okay, I'm going to take a break. I didn't want to. I just wanted to get stronger and fitter, and I wanted to go back to competition. So I did that, and I was just hooked.
Give me a home fitness routine that we can do right now as we're all in a little bit of lockdown here.
I will use a couple different formats, but one in particular is called Death By. You don't need equipment. You don't need a lot of space. And here's how you do it. So on minute 1, you do 1. On minute 2, you do 2, on minute 3, you do 3, on minute 4, you do 4, and so on until you can no longer complete the amount of reps that you are supposed to do within that minute. And here's the thing, it sneaks up on you. When you're really gonna find like how bad you want it type of a thing, and you're really gonna train your brain, train your mental game, is when it's getting close to those later rounds and you end up going straight from one round into the next. What I like about it is it's one of those things that does not take a lot of time. You don't need a lot of preparation or space, and you can get a lot done for very little.
Holy Brooke, that you were not lying. That'll kill you, legitimately. Can you give me just one quick, like, something that really motivates you to keep going, to push through like a difficult challenge? Because I know I need to hear that, and I know other people need to hear that too.
I think what motivates me the most for some of those things, you know, like running or biking or whatever that is, you can get a lot done, like fitness-wise, exercise-wise, like doing a little in a way, especially if you haven't been doing it. So like if I'm running and it's just hurting, maybe I've only been going for like 5 minutes, but in my head it's like, well, it's working, you know?
Yeah.
So no matter if I can't, go for a long period of time or whatever, it's doing its job. Usually when you are training or learning a new sport or learning new skills, like you have your firsts like one time. Because like once you get strong enough to do it, or like once you learn it, that's like the only time it's your first time, and then you just get better at it. Every time, I kind of come to that point in a workout where you just kind of want to give up or slow down or stop. I remind myself of like, how bad do I want it? And this is what it takes.
Now, Brooke, we have just a few more minutes left. If you have anything else you want to plug.
My Instagram is at Brooke Ence. If you are looking for a really good at-home program, obviously I'm going to pump my own program, but it is. Pump it.
Go for it. This is the time.
It is the real deal. It is not for anyone who wants to pretend workout. You will see results, but it's like what you put in, you get out, right? But we launched our at-home body weight and our at-home dumbbell. Nakedtraining.app. It's awesome. Thank me later. I have a athleisure athletic wear clothing line. I'm wearing it right now. It's Encewear. Encewear.com. We just launched some fun stuff. We've got some new men's stuff coming out this week.
Brooke, you nailed it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I think people can learn a lot from not just the advice you give, but the journey that you've been on. And I think that's going to help other people in their journey as well. Thank you so much, Brooke, for hanging out with me today.
Thank you so much, Matt.